BB Shea right there.
What up?
Called that Rams victory last night.
Man, they look good.
I didn't see a play.
I watched the first quarter, and they moved the ball very well.
Man, I always want to talk about football, and I never see it. You know what I mean?
You don't want to check out some highlights in the morning or something?
Yeah, I saw the scoop and score.
Yeah, okay.
I was, you know what I did? I do my trick. I was for Minnesota. And, you know, when I see a score, I take my thumb and I remove it just enough on my device to see the score of one of the teams. Mm-hmm. So this morning I saw Minnesota's score, and it was 9.
Really high-scoring game then. I put up 90 like that.
And when I saw that 9, I said, ooh, this is going to be no shot. And sure enough, it wasn't. They're a good team, the Rams.
Very. And they were playing for a lot more than just football last night. I think they needed to rally the city of L.A., and
I think that's overstated.
I think so too.
You know, I think they're a better team.
They made it a big to do, which I think was right.
Yeah, I agree.
But the Rams are L.A.
True.
The Chargers are.
You don't think the Chargers are? No. I said the Chargers. It didn't work for the Chargers. They made it a to do also, but they got killed.
They're still San Diego, pretty much.
Why don't they just go back?
They should.
I really wish they would. Everybody, I mean, I hear people all the time call them San Diego. Even the talking heads on TV call them San Diego.
They slip up almost all the time.
All the time. That is one team that is so ingrained in San Diego. And
maybe they could just change the name back, but leave them in LA.
Leave them in LA, but call them
I don't
San
think
Diego
anyone
Chargers.
would mind or care. Yeah.
It's like, you're right. The Rams are their team. Even they only get like a half full arena full of Rams fans, but the Chargers never get anybody in that building.
No.
It's always a road game when they're playing even at home.
I like how you call your little childish game when you look at a score your trick.
I play my trick.
A trick.
Whoever I'm cheering for, well, whoever's on top, I'll just remove my thumb just enough to see their score and then debate. Did they win?
Maybe they won 9-6. Maybe they won 9-3.
Oh, maybe.
Not likely.
I didn't think it was likely with that firepower on the Rams side. Do they have a chance to beat the Eagles?
They'll give them a good game, I think.
I think so, too. I think that'll be a good game. I would key everything against Saquon Barkley and make Jalen Hurts beat me.
That's the move.
That's how I'd do it. Gary's on the line to play this game. It's a big money celebrity match game. He's first at it here. Callers 9, 10, 11, 12 are Gary, Brian, Scott, and Jeff. Gary, you can choose A, B, C, or D for your match game puzzle. Which would you like?
We'll go with C.
C it is. All right, listen closely. Everybody write down the answer you think best fits into this match game puzzle. And you think about it, Gary. Here we go. The guard said to the prisoner, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is you have a visitor. The bad news is it's blank. Think about it. Write down your answer. And they're talking to BB Shea, Biggie, and Chris Demm now. And you, Gary, will give it to us in just a moment. The guard said to the prisoner, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is you have a visitor. The bad news is it's blank. Are you one that says when you get good news and bad news, you want the bad news first?
Bad news first.
Oh, I thought you said that. That was one of the breakers on our podcast. He likes bad news first.
What?
Yeah. He likes bad news first. Why? Get it out of the way, then get to something good.
You guys are really scraping the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that your trick, BB Shea?
That was one of the last episodes we did. Yeah.
When that was done, we said, let's cancel this podcast. That's, BB Shea likes bad news first. And, by the way, I've lived by that since. When somebody says, I got good news and bad news, give me the bad news. I want to hear it. Then uplift me after that.
What would you say the public outcry has been since the cancellation of your little podcast?
Roaring, deafening.
Yeah.
Don't you see them on the streets? I mean, you see them out
Yeah,
front.
with the
Bring it
signs
back.
every
Bring it
day.
back.
Bring it back.
Bring
I can
it.
barely get in the parking lot.
I know, I
Yeah.
know.
I think we got one letter from prison.
Yeah.
It was the only thing I was allowed to listen to.
That's right. Don't forget it. The guard said to the prisoner, I have good news and bad news. The good news is you have a visitor. The bad news is it's blank. Gary, what do you say?
Ex-wife.
It's your ex-wife.
Your ex.
That's good. It's your ex-wife. I like that. Biggie, you said
I said the executioner.
the executioner. Yeah, that's a good answer. Chris Demm.
Well, I'm channeling the late Norm MacDonald. OJ.
Okay. That is bad news. And BB Shea.
I put the victim.
The victim. That's good. All those are good. 0 matches, but we have had 4-way ties at 0 before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. Brian is on the phone to play next. Needs just 1 to take the lead. Hello, Brian. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Would you
Fine,
like?
Thank you.
Excellent. Would you like A, B, or D?
I'll take B, please.
B it is. Okay. Listen closely here and try to match as many as you can. 3 would be a perfect score. One TV executive said to the other, TV shows on network television have gotten so bad. In our latest survey, the blanks got the best ratings. Think about it. Write down your answers. Plural there. One TV executive said to the other, man, TV shows on network television have gotten so bad. In the latest survey, the blanks got the best ratings. What do you think is the best show on network television right now? Can you even name any that you watch?
I couldn't even name one, I don't think.
There's not many.
You mean scripted?
Scripted? Yeah, not reality shows.
Well, Abbott wins all the awards, right? Abbott
Yeah,
That's the
supposed to be
one.
good.
That's the one.
I haven't seen it, but it's supposed to be really
But
good.
I don't think I watch. I mean, on the big four,
Right, no network television.
football, that's it.
It wins.
Sports.
What did we say that football on broadcast television?
Two-thirds of the time.
Two-thirds of the time. It's of the top 100 shows last year, 68 of them were football. NCIS and that kind of thing. Is it still around?
Yeah, I don't get into
Yeah,
those.
there's
Oh,
tons
yeah.
of
There's
NCIS.
like 50
Oh,
NCIS.
There's an NCIS Origins. There's NCIS Australia.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago Med, Chicago
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Those, yeah.
By the way, the med shows are really coming back. There's one with the guy who used to be on ER.
The Pit.
The Pit.
I
yeah.
hear it's great.
Is it?
I really want to see
But the
it.
medical shows are coming in strong this season.
And there's one, if you watch a lot of football, you see the head injury doc. I'm not sure what happens to her.
Yeah.
She slams her head against
Slams her head.
the car window.
She's in a coma for 8 years. She has no
Is that what
memory.
it is?
Well, she has no memory of the previous 8 years. She wakes up and
Yeah.
her husband says, "We're divorced," and she goes, "I love you." And he goes, "I divorced you."
And some other doctor's like, we were sleeping together.
Great concept for a show.
Yeah.
I like
Here's
that.
the fun fact.
I
I
like
always mute it. I just see her smash
Oh,
her head against the
no,
window.
she's,
I mute. I mute it.
you're like her. She wakes up and her husband says, "I don't love you anymore." And the other guy's like, "We've been sleeping together." She goes, "What are you talking about?" She has no memory of the last 8
and
years.
apparently
of her
she's
life.
a terrible person that everybody dislikes
Yep.
because the new her is going to be different.
Yes, it's like the Harrison Ford movie. It's like
Yeah.
regarding Henry.
Yeah.
He gets shot in the head, and all of a sudden
Can't
he's a great
remember
guy.
who he was.
Yep. Brian, one TV executive said to the other, "TV shows on network television have gotten so bad. In the latest survey, the blanks got the best ratings." What do you say, Brian?
The only thing I come up with is 90 Day Fiancés.
The 90 Day Fiancés got the best ratings. We may have a tie here.
Yeah.
Biggie.
Commercials.
Commercials, definitely. Chris Demm.
Yeah, I went a different direction. I said the commercials.
That's the answer.
Mm.
BB Shea.
I put the soaps.
Soaps. Pretty good. I think commercials would be the right one. 0-0. And we go to Scott, who is next. Scott can try A or D. Needs just one to take the lead. Scott, which would you like, A or D?
I'm going to go A.
A it is. All right, listen closely here and try to get at least one match. 3 is a perfect score. Bad news. Ugly Edna was attacked by dogs. Probably because her body is shaped like a blank. Bad news. Ugly Edna was attacked by dogs. Probably because her body is shaped like a blank. I've gotten to where I mute the commercials too, especially on the streamers. That Pit show, The Pit with Noah Wiley from ER, is on HBO Max.
Yes.
Oh.
That's it.
And
yeah.
you know, we talked about this with Lisa Lanier. He wanted to make that show kind of like ER in the 90s. Like, he wanted his character to have the same name. He wanted to play the same character. And set it in Chicago, and NBC wouldn't let him. So he had to move it to Pittsburgh and change his name.
That's right.
Yeah.
Remember
That one.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I did read online, it's got a lot. People who watch it say it's a fantastic medical drama. So, you know me, I love ER. I'll probably watch that. Bad news, Ugly Edna was attacked by dogs. Probably because her body is shaped like a blank. Everybody's in. Scott, fill in that blank. You need just one to take the lead. What do you say?
Shaped like a chicken leg.
Shaped like a chicken leg.
He delivered that line.
Her body
He delivered that
shaped
line.
like a chicken leg. Biggie,
I said bone.
a bone. Is that? I don't think that's it. No, I thought he would
No.
say bone. Chris Demm.
Well, I'm from a different era. Dogs ran loose in my time, and they chased garbage trucks.
Garbage truck shaped like a garbage truck. Yeah. BB Shea.
Similar shape to a chicken leg. I went with a steak.
Steak. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That works too. Well, we have a three-way tie at 0, and we could come around to everybody playing in overtime unless Jeff can get just one. That's all he needs. How are you, Jeff?
I'm great, man. I can do it.
I know you
All
can.
right.
There's one left. Here we go. Ron said, "It seems like everyone is wearing a creative T-shirt these days. I just saw a girl with a herd of elephants on her front. She had the biggest blanks I ever saw." Let me read it again. It's a long one. Ron said, it seems like everyone is wearing a creative t-shirt these days. I just saw a girl with a herd of elephants on her front. She had the biggest blanks I ever saw. You need 1 to win. 3 is a perfect score. If you don't get any, we'll have a 4-way tie at 0 and go to lightning round.
I'm in.
All right. Let me check my lightning round just to make sure we're ready to go. We are. Okay. Read it to you again. I think everybody's in. Ron said, it seems like everyone is wearing a creative t-shirt these days. I just saw a girl with a herd of elephants on her front. She had the biggest blanks I ever saw. Jeff, need 1 to win. Fill in the blank.
Let's try Trunks.
Trunks. We need 1 Trunks to make you a winner. Biggie, are you going to give it to him?
I am. Trunks.
Look at that. He did it. Chris Demm.
Ears.
BB Shea.
Ears.
Wow. I would have said tusks.
I was thinking,
Woolly mammoth.
Is this thing on?
Tusks. If this had been a host play game, I would have said tusks. Thank God you're back. Thank God your driveway thawed. We were going to go host play, and I would have said tusks. That's a winner, Jeff. 1 match out of all of them today. BB Shea, can you come back in here tomorrow?
I'll be here.
Wonderful.
He's got a luncheon.
You're going. Well, and you're going to the ball game tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah,
night?
tonight.
The Duke game.
Yeah.
First time as a Duke fan.
9 p.m. Golly, it's late.
Oh, you're going to love it,
when it
man.
starts.
Lord. Oh, my
Ugh.
God.
Let me tell you.
A 9 p.m.er.
Yes.
Worth it, BB, to
Have a
be
great
there.
time.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Not worth it. I'd never do it. I wouldn't do that.
Sounds like fun.
No way.
No.
Absolutely not. Was it in Cameron Indoor Stadium?
It's a Cameron, yeah.
Overrated. Awful place to see a game.
Move his face down a notch.
Be terrible. Be terrible. We may or may not see you tomorrow. If you're Biggie, you're out.
If you're Biggie, you wouldn't make it to the game.
There's no way you make it to the game.
And still be out.
Still be out. 2 guys named Chris Shea.